Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tours of History.
Yeah, we're super excited today, aren't we, Eden?
Absolutely, Avery. Today we're whisking you away to, well, one of my absolute favorite cities, actually, Amsterdam.
It's captivating, isn't it? I mean, from its incredibly rich Golden Age canals, like all the way to its really powerful World War II narratives. It has so much history.
It really does. And in this episode, we've actually put together like a really comprehensive 3-day historical tour for you.
Yeah, so we're not just, hitting the iconic sites. We're gonna dive into some untold stories, talk about the amazing local food you absolutely have to try, and, share some really practical travel tips to make your trip like super smooth.
So get ready to explore because Amsterdam's history is calling. All right, so day one, we're really diving into what I think is like the true historic pulse of Amsterdam. We're going to kick things off in the Jordaan district.
The Jordan, it's just so charming, isn't it? Like you just wander through those gallery-filled streets and you sort of, just get lost in the vibe. And you absolutely have to check out the trendy Nine Straatjes, which is the Nine Streets district, for like some incredible boutique shops and cafes. It's just like a whole experience.
Yeah, it's just so picturesque. And after you've like soaked in all that charm, the next stop, which is incredibly powerful, is the Anne Frank house.
Yeah, I mean it's a truly humbling experience, and just walking through those rooms where Anne and her family like hid during the war, it really brings history to life in a way that like nothing else can. It's pretty profound. And just a quick tip, you absolutely have to book your tickets way ahead of time for this one. Otherwise, you're just not getting in.
Oh, for sure, Avery. Like I made that mistake once and learned my lesson. But after such a movie experience, you'll probably be ready for some lunch. There are some fantastic cafes in the neighborhood. We'd recommend trying places like Small World Catering or Rainarai. They're both just like perfect for a casual, delicious bite.
Yeah, definitely. And then to cap off this incredible day, you've just got to take a canal cruise. I mean, you haven't really experienced Amsterdam until you've like seen it from the water, you know?
Totally. And it's not just like a pretty boat ride, though it is very pretty. Most of them come with really informative commentary. So you learn so much about the city's history and its unique architecture as you glide along. Plus, some even offer like wine and cheese options, which, makes it even more delightful.
Right? Who doesn't love cheese and wine on a boat? But in terms of getting around for day one, honestly, the Jordan and the areas around the Anne Frank house are just like best explored on foot. It's a walking city, and you'll want to take your time and just, absorb everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And for dinner, we recommend finding a cozy canal side pub. You can try some traditional Dutch fare or even some of the amazing Indonesian rijsttafel that Amsterdam's famous for. It's a perfect way to, just wind down and reflect on a history-packed day one. Okay, so day two, Avery. After all that history and walking on day one, we're like diving deep into Amsterdam's incredible artistic and cultural heritage. We're going to kick things off in the morning at the Rijksmuseum.
Oh, the Rijksmuseum. I mean, it is the Netherlands' premier art museum, and it's just like massive. You could honestly spend a whole day in there, but you got to make sure you see like Rembrandt's The Night Watch. It's iconic, It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it just tells such a story about the golden age of Dutch art. It's pretty incredible. So after you've like soaked in all that art and history at the Rijksmuseum, you'll probably want a bit of a breather. And for that, we're suggesting a tranquil stroll through Vondelpark.
Vondelpark is it's just fantastic. It's the city's largest park, and it's like the perfect place to just, unwind. You'll see locals picnicking, people playing music, kids running around. it's just a really vibrant green space right in the heart of the city. You can just relax on a bench, grab a coffee, and just sort of watch the world go by for a bit.
Yeah, it's a really nice contrast to the museums, actually. And then once you're feeling refreshed, we're going to move on to another artistic powerhouse, the Van Gogh Museum.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if you love Van Gogh, this is like a non-negotiable. You get to explore so many of his masterpieces, and it's just amazing to see his work evolve, from his early darker pieces to those vibrant iconic ones. It really gives you like a profound insight into his life and his struggles too. It's very moving.
Yeah, and like the way they present it, it's so well done. You really get that sense of his journey. So for transportation for day 2, these museums in Vondelpark are all pretty centrally located. You can definitely walk between them. Or, if your feet are tired, the tram system in Amsterdam is fantastic.
Oh, totally. The trams are super efficient. And speaking of efficiency, if you're planning on hitting a lot of museums like we are today, you might want to look into the Amsterdam City Card. It covers transit and museum access, which can save you a bunch of money and hassle. It's a really smart move for visitors.
That's a great tip, Avery, especially for a day like this where you're just, soaking up so much culture. And then to cap off day 2, we have a really unique dinner recommendation that showcases Amsterdam's incredibly diverse culinary influences. We're talking about an Indonesian rijsttafel dinner.
Ooh, rijsttafel. It's like this a feast, basically. You get a whole spread of small dishes from spicy curries to delicious sautés and rice. It's just, it's a testament to Amsterdam's colonial history, but it's just become such an integral part of the city's food scene.
Yeah, it's truly an experience, not just a meal. And for a specific spot, we recommend checking out Tujuh Maret. They're known for their amazing rijsttafel. It's the perfect way to reflect on a day filled with art and serenity. Okay, so day 3. We've done the Jordaan, the canals, the big museums. Now we're getting into a bit more of a reflective, off the beaten path experience. And honestly, what's more Amsterdam than this? We're starting the day by biking along the picturesque canals like a local.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you haven't truly experienced Amsterdam until you've hopped on a bike. It's just it's the best way to see the city. You can rent bikes almost anywhere, and it just gives you this incredible sense of freedom, You can cruise past all those beautiful canal houses and really soak in the atmosphere. It's just pure joy, honestly.
Yeah, it's a completely different perspective than walking or taking a boat. You just feel so much more integrated into the city's rhythm, don't you? It's really, really nice. So after you've worked up a bit of a thirst cycling around, we have a really fun interactive experience that also touches on industrial history, the Heineken Experience.
Oh, the Heineken Experience. Okay, so it's not like your typical historical museum, but it is super interactive and it's a lot of fun. You get to learn about the brewing process, the history of Heineken, of course. And you even get to do some tastings at the end. It's a great way to, experience a different side of Dutch culture. That's for sure.
It's definitely a lively contrast to some of the more serious historical sites we've covered, but it's still a piece of Amsterdam's heritage. And then for some optional stops, if you've got extra time or you're looking for some really serene and hidden gems, we suggest visiting Maagre Brug or Beggenhof.
Maagre Brug, it's also known as the Skinny Bridge, and it's just this incredibly iconic and romantic bridge over the Amstel River. It's beautiful for photos, especially at night when it's all lit up. And then Beggenhof, that's a real hidden courtyard, a tranquil oasis in the middle of the city. It's steeped in history, it was a medieval beguinage for religious women, and it's just incredibly peaceful. You almost forget you're in a bustling city when you step inside.
Yeah, it's
It's really easy to miss if you don't know it's there, but it's so worth finding. And it just gives you a sense of a different kind of communal living from the past. So for transportation for day 3, honestly, biking is the main event. But, for getting to the Heineken Experience or these optional stops, the tram system is still your best friend. Or you could walk if you're up for it.
Definitely. And for day 3 also, like spring or fall are really the best times to visit Amsterdam in general. You get those beautiful tulips in spring, and then in the fall, it's just gorgeous foliage, and the crowds are generally milder, which is a bonus. It's just a more pleasant time to like explore.
That's a great point, Avian, because even though we're talking about biking and being outside, having that milder weather really makes a difference. And then to cap off your entire Amsterdam adventure for your farewell meal, we recommend finishing with authentic Dutch or Indonesian fare at Canal side pubs.
Oh yeah, Canal side pub. I mean, you can't leave Amsterdam without having like one last meal or even just a drink looking out over the canals. It's just a perfect way to, say goodbye to the city. You can grab some bitterballen, which are like these delicious Dutch fried meatballs, or maybe another round of that amazing Indonesian food we talked about. It's just it's a perfect way to reflect on everything.
It really brings it all full circle, doesn't it? Like you started with the canals and you're finishing with them. It just encapsulates the whole experience. Wow. So, Avon, what an incredible 3 days we've outlined for our listeners in Amsterdam. I mean, from those charming Jordan streets to the poignant Anne Frank house, then diving into the artistic masterpieces at the Rijksmuseum and Van Gogh, and then, just like embracing the local life with biking and that fun Heineken experience. It's a city that just like offers so much, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it really does, Avi. It's just amazing how much history and culture you can pack into just 3 days, and how much of it is like just so impactful. I think for me, the resilience of the city really stands out, after all it's been through, and just that incredible artistic legacy. Like everywhere you turn, there's just like beauty and a story to tell,
Totally. And it's funny how like the canals themselves are like this constant thread through everything. They're just so central to its identity and history, aren't they? They're just always there. Yeah, it's true. It's just really, really special. So we really hope you enjoyed this historical journey with us through Amsterdam. If you did, please, follow, rate, and share Tours of History wherever you listen to your podcast. It really, really helps us out.
It does. Thank you so much for listening. And for our next episode, we're going from the canals of Amsterdam to a city known for its iconic opera house, its stunning harbor, and a history that's like a really fascinating blend of indigenous culture and colonial past. Any guesses, Eden?
That sounds like a very, very long flight, actually. But I think I have a pretty good idea. I'm excited.
We'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.